Happy Tuesday! That's right. It is Tuesday, December 15th, and we are very excited to share with you the latest episode. Hey there, what's Content Cucumber? I love that name. Hi. What's up everyone on YouTube and on Facebook and on Insta? We're so happy that you are here with us. Rory's going to join me in just a second on Instagram. We'll get him in here. But oh my gosh, you guys, episode 19 already, and we're talking about the best life hacks to save time and money, part 2. That's right. If you caught the episode last week, you know that there was so many life hacks that we just could not cram it into one episode. So Rory and I made certain to put it into 2, and it's been really fun just to go through all of this. I mean, it's kind of amazing how many things there are. Hi, Anastasia. Hi, that's nice. Thank you. Thanks for the compliments on Facebook. That's so awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. Rory, I don't know where you are. He's
coming on.
Oh, almost.
I just sent it.
Almost. Okay, hold on. We'll get him in here. There you go. Okay, he'll be in just a second. So check it out, guys. This week, we talk all about what never to do when putting an offer on a home. Hi, Rory. Everyone on Insta can see Rory. Hi. Perfect. We talk about how you can get products online for half off. That's a big deal. Legal ways to save a lot of money with your mortgage. Guys, these are tips that Rory helped me with when we bought the house that we're currently in. And it's so valuable. It's amazing. We also talk about the best software to save money with your monthly subscriptions. It's something that I use every single day. Got to check it out. And a simple insurance strategy to put hundreds of hard-earned dollars back into your pocket every single year. But Rory was mentioning that he really wanted to talk about something very specific that we forgot to mention in the episode, and that is all about how to eliminate debt. So, Rory, can you share that strategy with our listeners here?
Right. So, as we were listening back before the episode went up, I realized that I had said I'm going to share this strategy about how to eliminate debt, and then never did. So.
Let's cover that.
That's why it's important to come on the lives, because if we do miss something, we're going to share it on here and fill that gap, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the going back many years ago, I got myself into a heap of debt, and I had to find strategies to overcome it. And I looked at everything, and I took courses, I took programs, I looked at everything from like Dave Ramsey's strategies to, wild and wacky strategies of how to get out of the debt as quick as possible, and without having to pay a lot of interest, because that racks itself up very quickly, especially if it's credit cards.
That's for sure.
So there's a couple of different ways to go about it, but the way that I actually found to be the best is what's referred to as the snowball debt elimination process. And so what that is you pay the minimum payments that you can on all your accounts except for one. And then you take any extra money that you can put together, and then let's say you had 5 credit cards, and each of them you were normally paying $200 on, but your minimum was only $50. Well, you would take that excess $150 from the 4 accounts and put it onto the one, and pay that one card off very quickly, because then you eliminate the interest from that card quickly, and you also start opening up your credit profile, so that you don't have a big buildup of so much credit on your account. So and it works pretty effectively, and if you actually do the math, you pay less interest doing it this way. And so I recommend, if that's a situation that you're dealing with, try that out. A lot of people get stuck in that idea that you have to pay, I want to pay down all of my stuff all at once, but if you can just focus and get one out of the way, it actually benefits you a lot more in the long run.
That's a super good strategy. In this episode, I mentioned that with my first business, I racked up $50,000 worth of debt, and I did everything I could to just pay it down, pay it off as fast as possible. And I sacrificed a lot of other things to make sure that happened. But I also had an 18% interest rate on this card, so it was like we got to get this done. But I think this strategy is very good, and I know that. For people who are in debt, especially right now during this time, it's easy to rack up debt, right? Like we're in this really uh challenging time for a lot of folks. And so I think Rory's strategy right here is going to help a lot of people. So yeah, I think it's important that we came back around to this. So thanks for bringing that up, Rory.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
glad you
and
did.
the other side of it is just what you were saying is, what can you do? What are you not using around your house that you could, sell on Craigslist or OfferUp or something like that,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
you could put toward that, um, to keep that, bringing that down.
Facebook Marketplace, I'm also seeing is a really great way to
Mhm.
make a few extra bucks. It's incredible how much stuff I've actually sold through Facebook. So I feel like it's an underutilized thing because we always think like Craigslist, of course, right? But check out or eBay, but really check out Facebook Marketplace. It's convenient. Um, so a few other things that we discussed in this episode. We talk a lot about real estate, like we mentioned. I mean, it's again, these hacks are so valuable. Thank you, Rory. Rory has spent so many hours doing the research for us. So make sure you listen because he's going to save you a ton of money. We talk about the obvious money saving hacks and business growth hacks. We talk about grocery shopping hacks, which is so important. Number one tip: eat before you go grocery shopping. Don't be like me and just go snack down the aisles. And there's also a couple of bonus hacks. I talk about the importance of a couple of internet hacks that you're not going to want to miss out on. It will completely change the way you do shopping online. And since that's pretty much what we're all doing right now, this will really, really help you.
Yeah.
Um,
And something I want to say is that sometimes, I'm sure a few of these strategies will be like, oh, that's common sense, right?
mhm,
But
mhm.
common sense is not always common practice. So,
Very well
you
said.
know, you
Yeah.
have to look at, what are you implementing in your life and how can you use these strategies to help you?
Hmm. Yeah. I'm glad you're mentioning that because yes, when we were going down the list, I was like, man, people are gonna know that. But yeah, you'd be surprised how often just even us, we need to be reminded of these things, of these very simple things that are going to make our lives easier, save time, and save money. So,
Yeah. And if you guys really like this episode, we will do a part 3
oh
in
my
the
gosh.
future.
We will?
We've got so many more hacks.
It's true. I know. I know. Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. Something that I wanted to make sure to mention, we received a couple of messages. People have been asking why haven't I received your episode yet this week on iTunes or on Spotify? We're having a little bit of some technical difficulties with our media players, but you can still get the episode right now by clicking the link either in our bio on Instagram or clicking the link directly below if you're on YouTube or Facebook right now. You can get it right now, and you can also watch the entire episode on YouTube as well. So make sure you do that. Next week, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm really excited because next week we're talking about branding, which is my most favorite thing in the entire world to talk about. I'm going to nerd out about it super big time. So get ready. We're going to talk about how to build a personal brand, how to do a rebrand, how to stand out from the competition. We're going to talk about colors. We're going to get deep. If I mean anything brand related, it
Yeah,
might be a part 1, part 2, honestly.
it might, yeah. But if you're looking to, build a personal brand online, yeah, check out the next week's episode as
Yeah.
well. Something else, we had a couple questions come in this week that you wanted us to answer on here, so,
We did,
um
yes. So one of the most common questions that has come in, which I think is funny, I don't know why everyone wants to know. We drink a lot of water, and Rory loves tea. We're constantly drinking things because we're talking all the time. But someone said the first question was, "What on earth is Dominica drinking all the time?" I will share. So this is my beautiful Yeti. We are not sponsored by Yeti. I wish we were, but we're not yet. So shout out to Yeti for keeping our beverages cool and warm. Um, I drink a lot. Yeah, yay, got your Yeti too. I drink a ton of bubble water Don't judge me, okay? It's like my vice. You can see that on Instagram. I love Waterloo. I know everyone like loves LaCroix. I get it. I was on that for a while, but Waterloo, more bubbles, delicious. So check them out at your local grocery store. And again, not sponsored by Waterloo, but that's what I'm always drinking. And Rory, what do you have going on over there? What are you drinking?
The purest, plainest, non-bubbly water you can find is
I
what I
know.
like.
I know you're so against it. And
Yeah.
fun fact about Rory, it has to be ice cold.
Yeah.
You cannot drink it unless it's like so cold.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, water and tea. I've really been into London fogs
Mhm.
a lot this year. But chai lattes are another
Oh,
staple.
for my birthday this year, Rory sent me the most delicious what's the name of the company? Do you remember?
Uh,
Is it a
what one
local
is
company?
Metolius Chai?
Metolius. Oh, it's
Yeah,
good.
they're a company out of Bend, Oregon.
Mm,
So they're, about
tasty.
4 hours away from where I'm at.
Very, very good
Yeah.
stuff. Next question was, what does it take to be a guest on your show? I love that. I love that people are even like thinking about that. So, Rory, do you wanna answer that one?
Well, we do things a little bit differently on this podcast as compared to some other podcasts. Um, all of our guests get a ton of promotion of their episodes.
Mhm.
And because of that, we are a little picky about who we bring on. So we do have an application. If I'd say the best way, if you're looking to come on our show, is to reach out to us first, either through DM us or send us a message in some way, send an email, hello@bpbpodcast.com. That'll get to us. We'll send you a link to an application. You fill out the application. Then, if we approve it, then we'll send you a link to sign up and schedule your episode. So
Yeah.
simple, but we do have some requirements for being on the podcast.
That's the thing. We do. And so yeah, like I mean, we could go into it now. We don't want to bore everybody. So if it is of interest, just send us a direct email and we will get in contact with you. And if for whatever reason you have not heard back from us, that does not mean that we're not considering you or your company to be on the podcast. We just received so many, which is amazing. We love that you all want to be on the podcast. So we will respond to 100% of the emails that come in for people who have an interest. It just takes a little bit of time for us to dig through them all. So be patient with us and we will let you know.
Yeah, and
So
feel free to follow up because on occasion, some messages do not make it or they get lost in
that's
the
true.
hundreds and hundreds of emails we receive every day.
That is true. You can also send us either Rory or myself a message on LinkedIn. You can send us a message directly on Instagram. So either way, there are ways to get in contact with us. So yes, if you think that you have a great business or a great mission or something you want to share with our audience, we would love to hear all about it. So yeah,
Yeah, and that's kind of the key is, it has to be something of value. So if you feel like you have something of value to share, then it's going to make it a lot easier process.
easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this week. Anything else you want to share, Rory?
um, no, man, this was such a good episode. I listened to
That was
parts of
fun.
it last night, and I was like, yeah, yeah, that's good advice.
I know. It's always fun when so I do the actual audio editing of the podcast, right? So it's always really fun for me to go back and be like, wow, that's pretty good. We'll turn that into a quote. I know it's fun. All right, guys, we hope that you are having an awesome week. We hope you all are staying healthy. I know there's a lot more lockdowns that are happening right now. So we're doing our best to provide you with a lot of value. So go watch the YouTube video, download all the episodes. You can binge listen, binge watch, and we're here to answer all your business questions. That's it for now. We'll see you guys next week. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.